I've been posting videos weekly on my channel for about 2.5 years at this point, and when I started posting regularly, the two things that were requested the most by far were, number one, recreating the unplugged tone, which I have done and I'm very proud of. And number two was for a cheap, affordable Polychorus alternative. The Electro-Harmonix Polychorus is responsible for the swirly, space-like sounds in radio-friendly unit shifter, Scentless Apprentice, and in the live versions of the heart-shaped box solo. These sounds are arguably essential if you're trying to go for Kurt Cobain's In Utero tour sound. In the studio, when recording In Utero, Kurt used an echo flanger for radio-friendly unit shifter and Scentless Apprentice. But live on tour, he used the Polychorus to get those sounds. It's a little confusing, but the original run of the 70s echo flanger and Polychorus are the same exact pedal, just with different branding. The Polychorus has since been reissued twice, and it's a big debate among the diehards whether or not they accurately recreate the sounds that Kurt got out of his original Polychorus. It depends on who you ask. But no matter which of these you're trying to get, you are gonna pay a lot of money, as these have become collector's items, which is very disheartening and disappointing to all the new players who are just starting out and wanting to learn Nirvana and wanting to recreate those sounds themselves. It's taken me like 2 years because I've been researching it ever since it was first requested, but I think I have finally found an affordable, budget-friendly pedal that's readily available that can recreate these sounds pretty well. And the pedal I'm talking about is the Fender Hammertone Delay. This is just one of many pedals in Fender's Hammertone line that's been available since 2022. This is of course the delay pedal in their series that offers you 3 distinct types of delays: clean digital delay, warm analog delay, and crisp clear tape echo. You toggle between those 3 on the type switch. There's also a modulation switch that activates a swirling effect on the repeats. These 2 switches are really what make this delay pedal unique. There are also the other standard functions that you would expect to find on a delay pedal: time, feedback, and level. This is not the first Polychorus alternative I have found while researching, but I've hesitated to show others because I really wanted to show a true budget pedal. Because other ones I had seen do a good job, but they were already pushing the $150 to $250 range. But this pedal is available on Amazon right now for only $80. I don't really need to spell it out like how affordable that is compared to buying any of the Polychoruses. I can already bet that some of you are thinking, but Eric, this is a delay pedal. How can a delay pedal emulate the extreme chorus sounds of a Polychorus? Trust me, I had my doubts about this pedal too when I first found out about it, but a lot of followers sent it to me. A lot of people were saying, hey, I think this might be a good Polychorus alternative, you should make a video about it. So I finally decided to look into it, and when getting it, I was really pleasantly surprised. Does it one-for-one recreate those extreme Nirvana sounds? No, it doesn't. It's not one-for-one. But it gets extremely close. Bring this to your Nirvana cover show, and unless people are staring at your pedal board, when radio-friendly unit shifter kicks in, they're gonna think you're playing a Polychorus. In this video, we'll be putting this pedal to the ultimate test. We'll be comparing it to an original 70s echo flanger and both stereo reissues of the Polychorus, the 90s reissue and the more modern 2000s reissue. The 90s Polychorus is mine. It's a pedal I've had for many, many years. And the original 70s echo flanger and the modern Polychorus reissue are courtesy of my friend John, who sent them to me so I could borrow it to make videos like this. Huge shout out to you, John. I'll never be able to thank you enough. So this is going to be a very Nirvana specific demo. We're going to compare how all 4 of these pedals do for all the Nirvana sounds: radio-friendly unit shifter, Scentless Apprentice, and the live heart-shaped box solo. And spoiler alert, of course, the 70s echo flanger is going to be the one that gets the closest to the sounds, as this is the same exact run of pedal Kurt used on the In Utero tour. So keep that in mind as you're listening to the samples. How well do the other 3 pedals stack up against the original echo flanger? I will be playing my Kurt Cobain signature Mustang that has been modded to Skystang 1 specs, through my Fender Twin Reverb on my In Utero tour tone settings, and through my vintage Sans amp. I'll start the demo out with just some chords so you can get an idea of what my clean and distorted sound is before we get into all the crazy chorus sounds. Let me know what you think, and stick around to the end because after the demo I'll let you know my thoughts on how this pedal stacked up against the other Polychoruses. The hammer tone really speaks for itself in that demo. In my opinion, it does a pretty damn good job of getting those sounds. And dare I say, I think it does a better job than the modern reissue for some of the sounds, particularly for Scentless Apprentice and the Heart-Shaped Box solo. My only complaint about this pedal when trying to get the Nirvana sounds out of it is when it comes to radio-friendly unit shifter. I found that I had to really bend the notes a lot, give it a lot of vibrato that I don't need to do with the other Polychorus pedals. Giving it that vibrato just gives it that extra push to sound more like it. Where for all the other ones, for the Polychoruses, that wasn't really necessary, the pedal was doing the work. That's my only complaint though. Other than that, I really feel like this pedal is the perfect substitute for a Polychorus if you're trying to spend under $100. That's my honest opinion. I'm not affiliated with Fender in any way. They didn't send this to me for free. I paid for it just like you guys would, and I truly think this is a great budget pedal to get those sounds. I have it up in my Amazon storefront right now. The link will be right here. That's my affiliate link, so if you purchase through it, I get a tiny commission, which helps out the channel a lot. So in conclusion, as of right now, I believe that this is the most affordable alternative Polychorus pedal that's out there. If there's any other out there you want me to try out, let me know in the comments. I would love to keep looking into pedals like this. Thank you so much for watching, and an extra special shout out to my Patreon supporters. Be sure to follow me on Instagram at Nirvana Guitars, and check out my other Nirvana gear videos right here on YouTube.